Welcome back to our next speaker spotlight. I am your host, Regina Curtis, and I am joined here today by someone I'm super excited to be having a conversation with. Welcome, Jen. I'm excited to have this conversation. We're pretty new to each other, so we're going to get to know each other in this conversation as well. Just learned that we're both actually in Chicago, so that was a fun thing to start our conversation with. Excellent. So, Jen, you're going to be one of the panelists on our What's Next for Your Influence conference that's coming up at the beginning of the month. And I like to start with this question of like, what does influence even mean to you?
So for me and the businesses that I've created and what I'm doing in the world, I really think about, I don't think about it so much as influence or like I'm an influencer, but more about we are a woman of influence or people of influence. And so it's using our voices, our talents, our passions to support and inspire others in the world. And a little bit more specific is I'm a big believer in personal branding, and it's something that I talk about and present about a lot. And personal branding is all about how you make other people feel when they are in the room with you. And I think that is a key differentiator for all of us, whether we work on a corporate job or if we're building a business. And I think in the age of AI, it's even more important to build a personal brand. So that's when I think of influence, I think of what is my personal brand? How do I make people feel?
Yeah, I love it. To show our humanness, right, is such an important thing in this moment in history. I want to actually dig into something you said because you were like, I think of it not as an influencer, and yet the things that you said that followed that are very much how people become influencers. So I want to ask you, what is the difference for you between influence and being influential and being an influencer?
So I just think in this day and age, the word I'm an influencer can have some negative connotations with a lot of people. A little bit, maybe putting yourself above the people that maybe you really want to serve. And so versus being someone of influence is being able to provide support, inspiration, tools, resources, education to help others.
Yeah, it brings the humanness back into it again, right?
It
So
does. It's a
yeah.
little less about, in my mind, selling products, which is what often people think of when they think of an influencer. It's someone who's selling products, and that's fine if that's your business model. But many of us are here to bring knowledge, education, and things like that into the world. And I think it's a little bit less about being an influencer and selling products and being able to influence others.
Yeah, I wanted to call this out because I do feel that the word influence has kind of gotten like it's become a dirty word because of the whole concept of being an influencer on social media. And in my personal opinion, social media, the algorithm and all of the language even of social media has to do with real human interaction, but it has been like the AI has like prioritized those actions in a very non-human way. And so I want to kind of like reclaim the word influence in this conversation because it's not about influencing for me personally and how we at Next global events, like how we position it. It's not about influence over someone else. It's about bringing forth the influence from within you because it is authentic. It is the thing that you that shines through you and how you connect with other people, and that does become influential as you share it. Would you agree with that?
100%. And that's how I think of it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. So I'll take this moment here to share about the conference experience that we're going to be connecting with and sharing together. This is what's next for your influence. It's about connecting with that network of people that really are the people that both you you are influential with and are influential for you. It's a two-way street. So Jen's going to actually be helping us talk about on the panel about preparing your presentation. So I'm excited to share a little bit more about that as well. So when you think about presentation, um, you know, having had a corporate background, the word presentation immediately brings forth in my mind a PowerPoint. But I also was an art teacher and I was presenting every day in that. And I present every day in the world that I have now, where I'm connecting with people online and in person. And there's so many applications of that word. So, what does the word presentation mean to you? How do you look at that word?
Um, so it involves, I would say, many things. And I know we can't talk about them all today, but number one, it is about the message that you
Mm-hmm.
want to bring to the world. You know, what is that one message? I really encourage everyone to come up with the one thing, the one thing that you want to bring to the world. And hopefully it is something that you are passionate about. It's using the gifts that you have to bring to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you are presenting and plan to do it on a regular basis, hopefully you really like your topic, because you're doing it a lot.
Yeah.
But there's coming up with a framework for your kind of your intellectual property, or how you want to bring people along. There's also things like customizing your presentation for the audience. And then, very importantly, which you alluded to a little bit, is the actual presentation part of it yourself, your energy, how you are speaking. And that's a whole part of presenting in and of itself. And then practicing to make sure you are ready to present. And you'll notice I didn't use PowerPoint as part of any of that.
I love it. Yeah, exactly. It is about the presentation platform. Like the platform is a part of the presentation, but it's not necessarily like the actual presentation. And I love that you brought in passion into it, because it really is. I remember when I was, so many moons ago, I was an art teacher, and as an art teacher, I hardly ever actually like presented the same lessons twice, because I would get bored with them. And if I was bored with it, then I knew they were bored with it. And were they going to be engaging and behaving in the classroom? Like I was going to have to spend a whole lot more time on behavior management if I was bored with the thing that we were doing, because I knew that they would pick up on that. So I love that you brought passion into it, and you said, hopefully you're excited about the thing you're presenting. Like, yes, if you're not excited about the thing you're presenting, please stop. Just stop. I love it. So I'd love to know for you, Jen, like what's next for you when it comes to presentation? What kinds of presentations are you excited to share and bring into the world and co-create?
Oh, so many, but let me start here. So I did my first TEDx in December, and I love that experience. And so that is something that I'm hoping to do again.
Nice.
On a new and different topic. It's all in TEDx. It's all about the idea. It's actually less about the presentation and the
Mhm.
skill of presenting. So it's bringing a unique idea to the world, really to your community.
Yep.
So I'm excited to start working on another one of those. But in terms of presentation, I am passionate about really helping women in midlife. So I'm always coming up with new ideas and new thoughts and new ways to support and inspire women in midlife. And I'm going to be presenting soon on this idea of creating a new story for your life. No matter what your age, there's so many things that we can do to turn a lot of challenges and sometimes trauma into a life filled with joy. And those are the topics that I will be presenting on. I'm very interested in small stages, or actually workshops, in terms of it is still presenting, but it's actually working with groups, groups of employees or association groups or even community groups. It's a little bit more hands-on, and you can really see how women change from when they walked into the room to when they leave. So I'm a little bit more focused on those types of activities right now.
Beautiful. Then you're gonna absolutely love our conference series because it is very interactive. Um, it is more of a workshop than it is a like speaker gets on stage and talks at you. Even like those speakers that we bring in, it's a moderated panel, but it really becomes this like vibrant discussion. And so I'm very excited to bring that. And for anyone listening, let me give you a little glimpse of what we're actually going to be doing in this conference series. So what we do is we start out with a moderated panel. Jen's going to be one of our panelists on that discussion. So for each 2-hour section that we open with a panel discussion. Then our featured mentor is going to come and walk you through reflective experience. So you're going to take that kind of teaser of that conversation that we have. So for instance, if it's the session where Jen's going to be, it's going to be about presentation. So how is that presentation engaging, effective, and informative? This is what we're going to talk about in the panel discussion. Then you're going to have an opportunity to get walked through a series of questions where you can reflect on how are you actually showing up in that for yourself, right? How are you engaging with your presentation, and are your presentations engaging? Are they effective? Are they informative, etc.? And then we go into a breakout room, and in the breakout rooms, you're going to be actually doing some work designing, moving forward, engaging, and integrating the insights that you just got in real time. So it is very interactive. It's very much more of a workshop style, which Jen, that sounds right up your alley. I'm so excited to have you on this conference with us. Um, is there anything that you'd like to share with anyone who's watching right now to invite them to this experience, or something that you're excited about experiencing with them?
The most important thing is I want to invite people to jump in and join us, because so many people have this idea of, I would like to be on stage, I would like to present, I would like to build influence, whether in my company, in my community, whatever it may be, but they're not sure of, what's the first step to take. I think this will be a great conference, or for people to step into that. And then specifically the presentation part, just get started. The only way you can really do it is just get started, learn what your message can be, practice, start pulling it together.
Beautiful. I 100% agree. I could not agree more. Come join us. I put the link down here on the bottom of the screen, so you have that. And then if you're coming for the presentation, make sure to click on that and join us and come hear all the amazing things that we've only scratched the surface on here today. And Jen and I and so many more will be really digging into for this experience. Thank you so much, Jen, for joining me today. And I hope to see everyone there with us in this experience. And let me go ahead and put the graphic up one more time for the dates and the topics that we'll be experiencing. And let me take down the other part so it's not in the way. There we go. August 6th and 7th. Tickets are on sale now. It's going to be from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Each day. They are in 2-hour blocks. So each one of these topics here are going to be in a 2-hour block. So prepare your presentation, connect with your power partners, advance your networking, enhance your community engagement, strengthen your customer relations, and share with your sphere of influence.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you so much. I'll be back again with more of our amazing speakers that we have for this series, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you.